Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I wanted to chat today about energy and manifesting, and I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on this because I know a lot of people have this belief that it doesn't matter, energy doesn't matter at all when you're manifesting, and you don't have to feel anyway, and you can even be really low and depressed and you can manifest what you want. But in my opinion, energy is really important when we're manifesting, and really important just generally to live a more conscious, enjoyable life. So for me, when you're not manifesting, or when you're repelling stuff, let's just say attraction and repelling, and when you're repelling stuff, it's a similar energy just to being in your ego. And I don't know if people that are just kind of getting started with feeling their energies can feel it as clearly, because it's hard to go back and remember. But I know that for myself, I can actually feel it quite distinctly because it's tight. It's a constrictive energy. And you know the old saying, what we resist persists. Well, when you want something really bad, or you have that desperate energy about it, or you're angry, or you just don't have a particularly abundant, expansive feeling around something, then we tend to have this very constrictive, tightening energy. And you can feel it inside of you. It's a very different energy to when you're open and you're flowing and you're allowing things to come in. It's kind of almost barring the gate and not allowing things in. And when you're open, it's allowing in. This is why we often manifest things that we're not that bothered about a lot easier than things that we are bothered about, because we just tend to have no energy at all when it comes to those things. So the gates are open. But if there's something that you really want, or you're really miserable without it, or you're quite desperate for it, then you're having negative feelings around it, you're tightening it, and you're resisting it, and you're constricting. And that's how it feels to me. And I can tell when I'm in a manifesting energy, and things that maybe I have wanted in the past but haven't thought about for ages will just flow in when I'm in that state. And for me, I realize that state is everything, and it's so much more important than we give it credit for. A lot of people into manifesting give it credit for. And it's really just the same thing as being in our ego. And there's that very different feeling when we're tight, or we're angry, or we're desperate, or we're chasing. And then when we're in our heart and we're expansive and we're open and we're allowing it in, we're not clenching and closing it off so it can't get in. And once you start to really get into it, like fine tune with your energy, you'll really feel the difference when you're in those different energies. And it will also let you know whether you're in your ego, whether you're currently resisting that thing, or you're actually allowing it to come in. You know, if when you think about money, you feel tight and your energy feels tight and you feel all closed in, then you're not going to allow it in. Whereas when we're in our heart center and we're feeling grateful and abundant, the doors are open. And, you know, we can have different feelings around different things as well. You know, things that bother us more, or there's a time crunch, can have a certain tightness. But I think it's really good to feel into your energy, because then you know where you're at. You know why you're resisting certain things. And the thing is that what we resist persists. So the more that we try to not think about it, and some people have this thing where you just kind of keep affirming, or ignore it, or pretend it's not happening, and you're really just resisting it, and it's just persisting because it keeps coming at you. It keeps coming as a lesson. And to really work through this, we have to fully integrate it, and we have to allow it. And that's why I believe it's so important to find peace with exactly where you're at, and to really sit with these energies, and to really be able to be aware of these energies and how things make you feel, and to be able to sit with that feeling. Now, different people have different ways of working through that and integrating that. Some people really feel it and they sit with it and they send love to that area. Some people affirm the opposite and take that, trigger or feeling, and they affirm what they would like. And some people, they just literally sit with it and they allow it to dissolve. There's different ways that people work with it, and that, you know, will be other videos. But I think just being really aware of it is so important, because you'll start to see what your feelings and energies are to certain topics, and generally in life, like, are you generally sort of tighter or are you more open? And that's going to be a big thing with like whether you're attracting things into your life or you're repelling the things that you want. For myself, I know that I've been in times of my life where I'm in so much more flow, and I've been in times of my life where I'm so much more constricted. And I really think that's where having a spiritual practice is so important, because you taking that time to really sit with those feelings. It's kind of more an inner process. It's got nothing to do with sort of spiritual tools as such. It's just taking that time to do the process. And that's why meditation is so fantastic, you know, yoga, just sitting and processing, because you're just being with those feelings and you're allowing them, and you're not trying to resist them or push them away. You know, that's the absolute worst thing when you're trying to break an addiction. If you're like, no, I'm not gonna, it's really about allowing those feelings and integrating them and then making a different choice. Of course, we do at some point have to make a different choice. So it's like if you're in an argument and you're super angry, you'll feel yourself tighten and you'll constrict. But by sitting with those feelings and just allowing them and feeling them, then we can come out of that and we can make a different decision. We can choose a different path. We can choose a different option. We can affirm something different that we want. But it's that middle process is so important. Otherwise, we're just pushing it away and it's just going to keep on coming back. But anyway, I just wanted to jump on and make this video, and I hope everyone's well, and speak soon. Bye bye.